Welcome, everyone, to Annapolis, Maryland, home of the Navy Midshipmen, as we'll see a team from the American, the UTSA Roadrunners, squaring off with another team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22.
First and 10.
Off-play action on first down. Using the quick game. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Finds the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Now, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse, Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's McCown. Quick completion on the out route. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And the Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. Promising start to that drive sort of fizzled out, and they'll have to punt it away. Offense with jumbo personnel. To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The option look. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Horvat. He's got his man. Turning it on. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Boy, last year was a massive success for the Mids under Coach Brian Newberry. They won 10 games, the thrilling comfort behind victory in the bowl against Oklahoma, and the future looks bright.
It does look bright, and it's Drew Cronick in this offense, man. It's so different. They show the spread principles while still keeping the beautiful wing tee that everybody loves. So the variation on offense, Palmer, made them even harder to stop a year ago.
Yeah, it really is a bit of a hybrid in a lot of ways. It used to be tough just when it was the regular triple option, and now you've got some different elements factoring into this as well. Big expectations. That win against Oklahoma got Navy fans really excited for this year.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Handoff from the shotgun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Guard in the backfield, it's Howard. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Early in the game, pass complete, great job, sets up a manageable 4th down. We're going to set the tone early in this game. We're going to be aggressive. Yes, we're going for it.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
I love the aggressive nature offensively there. It's 4th down, and you're going to try and go for it. And you have so much confidence in your quarterback to be able to make that play, come up with a good throw, keep the drive alive.
Here's the handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Horvat. Using his legs to buy some time. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. And he was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Leaves it with the back. Spins away from the defense. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
2nd down coming up. Of the first quarter, and after 1, we're scoreless.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
A lot of times offenses will do the FIB, formation into the boundary, try to take advantage of you necessarily spreading out, sending more resources to the field, try to take advantage. Offense gave it a whirl, but the defense, they did not move. They did their assignments, got the TFL.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like, they go with the run, try to maybe catch them off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. 4th and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll keep it himself. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's McCown. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Gets it to him on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. Third down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened, now setting up fourth down.
Punt is on its way. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll run the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now the toss. It's a running room. A tremendous run. He was full bore after taking that pitch. Just sweet execution.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
It's caught downfield. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Motion from the back. On the option. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And they run the option, and that had no chance. I mean, QB, you could tell something was a little bit messed up, and he starts to run. It goes nowhere. Defense swarms him. That is the play that we don't want to run again.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Navy needs to come up with a big play on third and long. The give to the back. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming.
Man, those hurt for a defense because you got him in third and long, right where you want him. You're thinking pass, pass, pass. They sneak the run in there. Now they got a fourth and short situation. First thing, I'm always watching the football. Now getting ready for the run game, the short passing game, the play action game.
On the option. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. Offense in an empty set. Scanning the field, it's McCown. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Henry. Oh, a lot of space. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the first.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged out of the air. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Roadrunners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He wants to throw it again. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 30. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
He'll take a shot. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
To the air, it's McCown. This time he's got his man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
They've done a nice job marching the football down the field to get into this position in the red zone. You throw an incomplete on third down, so the question now, are you going for a touchdown, try to pay this drive off, or are you just going to take the points?
And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. And it's right down the boulevard. And the field goal draws us even as we get close to halftime.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the ground. Looking for room at the 40. There he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Midshipmen.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's McCown. Makes the catch, it's Clark. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
With the score, Navy 10, UTSA 3.
The Roadrunners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Navy offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Going to try to get it in, and the ball's on the ground. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Makes his way to the 17, but not enough for the first down.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up, just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
They boot it away on 4th down. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens.
There he goes. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Offense working from the pistol. On the run, it's Henry.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
At the 22-yard line. Brings up second down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to throw. It's McCown. It's complete to the right. He steps out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And the Roadrunners get the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Makes the grab. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups in man.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Roadrunners.
Touchdown, UTSA.
Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the third. They marched 56 yards to the end zone and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Goes to the option. Makes a man miss. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Gets the back moving on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Rides the back on the option to give. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Navy will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Caught near the sticks, it's Clark. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. Looking downfield, it's McCown. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
The full force, the full-throated roar of the brigade helping this Navy defense. Under fire. Wide open downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Tight end now in motion. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UTSA. They take the lead with the 6.
Number 20.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space across the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. So now it's 2nd and long. Give to the fullback. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. They'll run the option. Crosses the 45. Still running at the 40. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd.
They go back to work in the final period of this one.
UTSA 17, Navy 10.
Toss to the outside. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Hey, how about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run, and then that offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Steps away. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Really good job by this defense. 3rd down, understanding, taking away the pass first. But I got to react, man. When these QBs take off, I got to stick my foot in the ground. Stop playing pass. Come up and get him on the ground. Big 3rd down stop.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Navy! That's the kind of skill that makes guys stars. The improvisational skills, the blinding speed, the ability to make the big play and make defenses look silly.
Just straight silly. I mean, what do you want me to do? You put a guy that's that athletic, that fast at the quarterback spot. Now you're telling me to defend the run, defend the pass, defend the scrambles. I mean, goodness gracious, I don't know what you want a defense to do. There's no stopping that guy.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Got it in the middle, it's Thomas. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing it. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Back to pass, it's McCown. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. At the 45, on his way. He's loose. Touchdown, UT San Antonio. They move on top here in the fourth.
Speed kills this offense. They've got multiple guys that can burn you. And you can see it doesn't take them long to light up the scoreboard.
Lining up for the PAT. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And that last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And they top it off with a little trickeration.
Number 92, set to kick it off.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
They'll send the back in motion. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And wings it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Now on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
The Midshipmen looking for a chunk play on 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Still looking on the move. They're going to mark him just inches short of getting that first down, but he is so dangerous when he takes off on the scramble. Let's see what they do on 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Dropping back, it's McCown. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clark. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Roadrunners!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. That's caught. It's Chapman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
Trying play action. That's reeled in. It's Reynolds. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this is a no-brainer. It's fourth down. We're down multiple possessions. We got to make this happen. We got to get the first down. We can't be worried about the clock. Then we got to go fast, work the sidelines to the best of our advantage to save as much clock so we can get multiple scores.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
He'll run it again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A huge 3rd down here in the brigade from the Naval Academy, letting this offense hear it. Looking for a man. It's McCown. He's got it on the run. He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Touchdown, UTSA! Quick strike through the air for the score.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
UTSA 38, Navy 17.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Motion from the back. The toss sweep to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
And this defense has brought their A-game. Done a great job stopping the run, stopping the pass, not giving up a lot of points. Even right there, everything's difficult. They string it out towards the sidelines. Everybody's flying to the football. This defense has looked spectacular today.
Looking downfield, it's Horvath. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics on 4th down, set it, go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with the completion and gets the big first down.
Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. It's complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Right down the middle. Finds a man on the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Midshipmen! Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point is good. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.